Have you ever wondered whether traveling after 70 is still a good idea? While seeing new places and experiencing different cultures can be exciting, there are serious risks that many seniors don't consider until they're already facing them. As we get older, our bodies and minds go through changes that can make travel more exhausting, unpredictable, and even dangerous. While some people assume they can keep up the same pace they did in their younger years, the reality is that after 70, travel presents unique challenges that can turn a dream vacation into a stressful, even life-threatening ordeal. In this video, we're going to reveal 5 important reasons why traveling after 70 can be risky, from unexpected health emergencies to the hidden financial pitfalls that can drain your savings. Each point will help you understand the challenges seniors face when they travel. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of why travel at this stage in life requires extra caution and what you can do to stay safe if you still choose to take a trip. Stay with me until the end because the last reason on our list is one that many seniors never think about, yet it's one of the most common ways people lose money, time, and peace of mind while traveling. Now, let's get started. Number 1. Increased health risks and medical emergencies. One of the biggest concerns when traveling after 70 is the increased risk of sudden health issues. As we age, our bodies become more unpredictable, and conditions like heart disease, high blood pressure, and respiratory problems can turn into emergencies when we least expect them. While at home, it's easy to get medical care quickly, but when you're traveling, especially in an unfamiliar place or a foreign country, getting the right treatment can be much more complicated. A minor health issue that could have been handled easily at home can quickly become a serious, even life-threatening situation when you're far from your regular doctor. For many seniors, the risk of a medical emergency isn't just theoretical, it's very real. Long flights can increase the risk of blood clots, also known as deep vein thrombosis. High altitudes can put strain on the heart and lungs, especially for those with pre-existing conditions. Even something as simple as dehydration or heat exhaustion can hit much harder in an unfamiliar climate. Seniors are also more prone to infections, which means exposure to new bacteria and viruses in different locations can lead to unexpected illnesses. Consider the story of James, a 74-year-old who had always loved traveling. He planned a 2-week cruise with his wife, thinking it would be a relaxing way to see new places without too much physical strain. But on the 4th day of the trip, he started experiencing severe chest pain. The ship's medical staff provided basic care, but he needed a hospital fast. Because they were in the middle of the ocean, he had to wait for an emergency evacuation to the nearest port, delaying treatment by hours. Fortunately, he survived, but the experience left him shaken. What was supposed to be a dream vacation became a terrifying ordeal, one that he later admitted could have been avoided had he considered the risks more carefully. Medical insurance is another major issue. Many seniors assume that their regular health coverage will apply wherever they go, only to find out too late that they aren't covered for medical treatment in another country. Without the right travel insurance, hospital visits, emergency surgeries, and even basic medications can result in massive out-of-pocket costs. Some seniors end up paying thousands of dollars just to get the care they need while abroad. So what can be done if you're over 70 and considering travel? Be sure to check with your doctor first, get a full health assessment, discuss any potential risks, and make sure you have all necessary medications with you. Always research the healthcare system in your destination, and if traveling abroad, ensure you have comprehensive travel insurance that covers emergency evacuations and hospital stays. Because when it comes to health, being prepared can make all the difference between a smooth trip and a disaster. Staying healthy is one of the most important aspects of enjoying life after 70. But while medical risks are a major concern, they aren't the only reason travel can be dangerous. Number 2. Germs on the move. Travel's a social affair, a chance to mingle and marvel, but after 70, the crowd comes with stowaways, germs that don't RSVP, sneaking into your adventure uninvited. Airports buzz with hands brushing escalators, a chorus of unseen traces left behind. Planes hum with recycled air, each breath a shared gamble among strangers from distant corners. Quaint eateries hide bugs in their charm, a deceptive allure behind rustic tables and warm smiles. A cold might have been a sniffle in your 50s, a minor hiccup shrugged off with tea. Now it could spiral into something that lands you in bed or a hospital, stealing days you'd planned for joy. I think of Clara again. She'd hoped travel would fill the quiet after her husband passed, a way to dodge loneliness that echoed through her empty house. Instead, a nasty bug from a street vendor's taco stole her trip's joy, leaving her curled up in pain, longing for home safety, the familiar creak of her porch swing a distant comfort she couldn't reach. Food and water play their own tricks, turning delight into danger with a sly twist. That spicy dish you've craved, dreamed of over coffee chats with friends, might pack salmonella your gut can't fight, a battle your younger self would have won. Tapwater locals' gulp without a thought could send you reeling, a churning reminder of how fragile resilience gets with age. Public spaces add to the mix, doorknobs sticky with unseen grime, bus rails warm from countless palms, even your cane picking up hitchhikers as you steady yourself through bustling streets. For Clara, it wasn't just the illness. It was the isolation of recovering alone in a hotel, far from friends. The phone silent, without her book club's laughter to lift her. Safety's a real concern at our age, a quiet priority we carry, and germs don't care about your plans, they thrive on the chaos of your courage. But you're not defenseless, not a leaf tossed by the wind, you've got fight left. Masks in tight spots, a bottle of sanitizer tucked in your bag like a trusty friend, and washing up before every meal can build a shield, a simple ritual of strength. Stick to bottled water, pass on raw goodies that tempt with freshness, and enjoy hot cooked dishes instead, savoring flavors without fear. Vaccines and a few pills for colds or tummy woes are your backup crew. A small arsenal packed with care. It's a life lesson from the elderly Clara now swears by. Small steps keep the world open without letting it knock you down. A balance of caution and curiosity. You've got wisdom. Use it to stay in the game, connected and strong, weaving new memories while holding tight to the community that grounds you. Number 3, the burden of fatigue. Travel promises a jolt of life, a burst of energy to shake off the everyday, but after 70, it can feel like lugging a boulder uphill, each step heavier than the last. Flights that stretch on for hours, dawn wake-ups that jar your bones, and days of walking hit different now, testing a stamina you once took for granted. Where a nap used to fix you, a quick reset under a favorite quilt, fatigue lingers like a guest who won't leave, settling into your joints and clouding your mind. Richard, a 75-year-old with a passion for history, found this out on a European tour he'd dreamed of for years. A 10-hour flight and a time zone leap left him wiped before the fun began, his excitement drowned in a fog of weariness. By day 2, he was napping through castles, trailing behind his wife Joan, his eyes tracing ancient stones without wonder, and he spent weeks back home just catching up to himself. The trip a blur he couldn't reclaim. Sleep's the first casualty, slipping through your fingers like sand when you're far from home. Strange beds creak under unfamiliar weight. Hotel noise seeps in, muffled voices, clanging carts, and jet lag muddles your clock, turning nights into a restless haze. Studies say we take longer to shake it off, our rhythms slower to sync, and without rest, your body groans louder. Immunity dips like a flickering flame, focus fades into a weary squint. Joints stiffen with every step. Sitting too long swells your ankles or quartz clots, a quiet risk in cramped seats. And keeping up with a group feels like chasing a train that's already left the station. Richard missed half his trip's magic, and it wasn't just physical. Exhaustion dimmed the spark he'd hoped to share with Joan. a quiet ache of disconnection that stung deeper than sore legs. A reminder of how fatigue steals more than time. You can outsmart it though, turning the tide with a little know-how and grace. Book rest days. Seriously, they're gold. A gift to yourself amid the whirlwind. Break up flights with layovers to stretch. Pack nuts or fruit to nibble when hunger creeps in, and sneak naps guilt-free. A soft rebellion against the rush. Hydrate like it's your job. A steady sip to keep dizziness at bay. And don't overstuff your itinerary. Leave room for quiet moments by a cafe window. Richard's takeaway, a life lesson from the elderly, is pure gold. Pace yourself, and the journey lifts you up instead of wearing you out, preserving the glow of discovery for you and those you love. What's the point of chasing joy if it leaves you too tired to feel it? You've earned the right to enjoy, not endure. Let that wisdom shape a trip that fits your stride. Number 4, the impact of falls. One wrong step can rewrite your story, a single moment that echoes for years. And after 70, the risk looms larger, shadowing every stride with quiet menace. Balance wobbles like a tightrope under weary feet, reflexes slow as if time itself hesitates, and bones thin, fragile now where they once stood firm, turning a slip into a saga. At home, a trip might dent your ego. A quick laugh over a stumble in the kitchen. On the road, it could break your hip or your spirit, leaving you stranded far from familiar walls. Linda, 78, had danced through life, walking daily with her dog Max, her steps a rhythm of joy, dreaming of Europe's ancient charm. But Italy's uneven streets tripped her up, literally. One dusk, a curb in a shadowy alley sent her down, shattering her hip with a crack that silenced her plans. Surgery cut her trip short, and months of rehab stole the bounce she'd loved, replacing it with a limp and a longing for the days she chased Max through the park. Travel lays traps, a gauntlet of hazards disguised as adventure, slippery ship decks glistening with sea spray, dim hotel stairs that blur in low light, cobblestones with no mercy underfoot, accessibility's spotty, a bus step looms like a cliff, a rocky trail can catch you off guard, testing legs that ache for rest. Fatigue piles on, dulling your edge after sleepless nights or long hauls, your body whispering warnings you can't ignore. Linda's fall wasn't just pain, it was loneliness. Stuck in a foreign hospital, the sterile beep of machines, no substitute for Max's wagging tail or her morning coffee ritual with neighbors. Safety's no small thing when a tumble can ground you for good, clipping wings you've spent a lifetime spreading. A stark reminder of how quickly freedom can falter. You can steady the odds though, crafting a shield from the wisdom you've earned. Pick spots with flat paths and good light. Your knees will thank you and your heart will rest easier. Sturdy shoes and a cane aren't old news. They're your allies, steady hands in a shifting world. Rest keeps you sharp, a quiet strength against the haze of exhaustion. And skipping that steep hike isn't defeat, it's wisdom. A choice to honor the body that's carried you this far. Linda's life lesson from the elderly shines here. No vista's worth your freedom to move. No postcard moment outweighs the mornings you still rise to greet. You've built a life of grit and grace. Don't let a fall steal it, because staying upright keeps you in the world, not watching it pass through a window. Your story still yours to write. If you're still with me and loving these nuggets of wisdom, drop a number 4 in the comments. I'd love to know you're out there writing this journey with me. Haven't hit that subscribe button yet? Do it now and tap the bell so you never miss a single dose of inspiration. Your support fuels us, keeping the good vibes and life-changing tips coming your way. All right, let's keep the momentum going. Onward we roll. Number 5. Unexpected financial risks. Money weaves its own travel woes after 70, and they can sting deep, piercing the quiet pride of a life well saved. Health hiccups abroad hit your wallet hard. Most insurance stops at the border. A cruel surprise when you're counting on it most, leaving you with bills that could sink a ship. A clinic visit might run thousands. A sudden fever draining funds you'd earmarked for grandkids' gifts. an airlift tens of thousands, a helicopter ride you never dreamed would cost your rainy day stash. Cancellations bite too. Sudden illness scraps your trip, a cough or a fall upending months of planning. But refunds? Good luck. Airlines and hotels turn deaf ears. George, 76, felt this when a tropical scam swallowed his savings. A blow that landed like a punch. He'd booked a paradise hotel that didn't exist, its glossy website a mirage, scrambling to pay double for a roof. His trust bruised as bad as his budget, the dream of swaying palms replaced by a bitter taste of betrayal. Scammers love us seniors, their radar sharp for silver hair and hopeful eyes. Fake cabs overcharge with a grin, shady deals promise the moon, card swipes vanish with your cash into the ether. George, a tech-savvy guy who'd embraced online banking with pride, still fell for it, proving safety's a moving target even for the sharpest among us. It's not just money, it's peace of mind that hard-won calm retirement should bring. The soft glow of knowing you've got enough to live on your terms. One slip, and you're not just broke, you're shaken, disconnected from the security you've earned, the cozy evenings with a book or a friend now shadowed by worry. George felt that chill, a reminder that financial traps don't just take dollars, they steal the ease you fought decades to claim. Fight back with smarts though, you're no sitting duck, not after all you've seen. Check your insurance. Does it travel, or will it abandon you at customs? If not, get a plan for emergencies and cancellations. A sturdy net for life's curveballs. Book with names you know, trusted faces over faceless deals. Dodge too good offers that whisper trouble. And guard your cash. Small bills tucked safe, locked cards close. No trust in strangers with slick smiles. George's life lesson from the elderly is a rallying cry. Protect your nest egg, and you protect your freedom, the right to sip coffee on your porch without a creditor's shadow. Why let a trip rob what you've built? You're too wise for that, too seasoned to let a con outfox the life you've shaped with care. The road ahead, rethinking travel, redefining life. James, Clara, Richard, Linda, and George, they stepped out seeking life only to find shadows they hadn't bargained for. Health crises that pounce, germs that steal your spark, fatigue that dulls the shine, falls that rewrite your days, and money traps that fray your calm. These are the stakes after 70. Travel's not the breeze it was, it's a test of resilience, a mirror to how we adapt. But here's the beauty, you don't have to shelve your dreams. Rethink them. Swap that far-off flight for a train to a nearby gem. Trade rugged trails for a porch with a view you can reach without a wobble. Pick spots where help's close, doctors, friends, a phone that works. This isn't retreat, it's thriving on your terms. Look at Margaret, 81, who ditched overseas halls for local art tours. She's painting now, connected to a crew that lights her up. Or Tom, 73, who mastered Zoom to chat with grandkids, turning tech from foe to friend. These aren't just trips, they're life lessons from the elderly, proof you can live big without breaking. So, pause before you pack. Is your health a steady partner or a wild card? Have you locked in insurance to catch you if you fall? Does your spot fit your stride, not stretch it? These questions don't dim your fire, they fuel it, keeping adventure from tipping into regret. Aging isn't loss, it's wisdom in bloom, a chance to live richly, independently, with hope as your compass. You've got stories left to tell, make them glow. Thanks for joining me today, friends. What's one spark you're taking from this? Something to shape your next move? Drop it below. Your voice builds this community, a place where we lift each other up. If this hit home, tap that like, subscribe, and share it with someone who gets it. We're in this together, unpacking aging with guts, grace, and a grin. See you next time, where we'll keep digging into what makes these years golden.